Hi guys, my name is Lauren and I like to make things. So, welcome back to my channel. Today it is a new project vlog and I am making the Willows shawl. I have wanted to make this for a little while now, and I've even had the yarn for a little while as well, but I had some other stuff that I needed to finish first, and now I'm finally ready to start my shawl. So, this pattern is so funky. I'm so unprepared. Let me just get this up. It uses 3 different colours. She recommends that they are like contrasting. So she does say that it is important to choose yarns that have some level of contrast with each other, obviously, because you don't want it to kind of all blend in, do you? It uses a light fingering yarn. For this, she used the Cascade 220 fingering, which I also have bought. And it is knit on 3.5mm needles. So I tried as best as I could to colour match the yarns that she uses in her sample, because it doesn't say anywhere what colours she used. So this is what I've ended up with. I have beige, walnut, is it walnut? I think it's walnut. Beige, walnut heather, and turtle green, and the only one that I colour matched correctly was walnut. So the only place that she says what colour she used is in the pattern, which you only see after you've bought it, which kind of annoyed me a little bit. She uses Granny Smith as the green, which is where I went wrong, because I got these from Wool Warehouse. They do not sell Granny Smith. So this was really the only colour that I thought it could be. And instead of beige, she has used buff, which is a little whiter. But I still think that these colours pair really nicely together, and I think that they suit me. So I'm sticking with it. This pattern does use brioche and like different variations of the brioche stitch, which I have never done before, and I have heard it can be quite complicated. I've read the abbreviations and that still makes literally no sense to me, so I'm hoping that when it actually comes to the stitch, that doing it at the same time as reading it will make it click. So far in my fibre arts journey, there has been nothing that I haven't been able to do. So I don't think that this is going to be the thing that screws me over. So the pattern is set out in different sections, because this shawl does feature different stitch patterns. So for example, it starts and just looks like it starts in plain stockinette. Then you have, you introduce the second colour and it looks like dashes all the way through. And then what I think is rib, but I think maybe is brioche, is where it starts to fade into just the beige colour. And then again, it's kind of like then checkered with the brown. And then you reintroduce the green and you finish it off with the green and the brown. And I think that there is a beige border at the very, very end. So what I like about this kind of pattern is that the different stitch variations really break this up and they feel like landmarks. So it doesn't feel like endless stockinette, which I have to say I'm a fan of endless stockinette. Like, I love a knit where I don't have to think about what I'm doing. Hence why I love a vanilla sock. And I'm just reading through it now, like I'm just skimming through the pattern now, and the way that she breaks down each section it just makes it so clear. And I don't think that there is kind of any chance to get stuck. I am so excited to get started with this, so I'm just gonna dive straight in and get knitting, and I will update you when I have something to show. Hi guys, I have just finished the first portion of this pattern and I'm having so much fun. So I've been knitting this throughout this afternoon. You know what I mean. And this is where we're at. Obviously this is supposed to be more of a triangle. And I am just about to start the part where you join the second colour. So I thought that I would come on here and speak really quickly. The cast on for this is so unique. I have never seen this done in a pattern before. I don't know how common it is, but basically you cast on an amount of stitches and knit a little portion, and then you have to turn it, okay, I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this already. You have to turn it on its side whilst it's still on your needles and cast additional stitches, which looked terrifying to me when I looked at the instructions, and then doing it is just so simple. And I thought that was so cool, because I did wonder if this is where you start, how the hell do you do that? And now I know, and it was so cool to learn something new. So it is now time to cast on or integrate beige. So what I didn't know is that this pattern has a lot of brioche, I don't know, however you say it. And I've never done that before, and I'm really scared because the pattern abbreviation explanations make no sense to me anyway. I'm sure when I get there, I'll be like, oh, duh, the same as with the cast on. But at the moment, I am terrified. So this is where we are at so far. I know the green is not really showing up very accurately, but now it is time to include the beige. Hi, it's been a couple of days since we last spoke, and I have been working on my shawl every day since I started, and I am still loving it. This is where we're at so far. Hang on. Now this is still on my short cable because I'm kind of being a bit too lazy to put it on the big one. I'm reaching the point where I kind of should put it on the big one, but this is where we're at so far. I know I'm not doing a very good job of showing this to you, but you have the standard stockinette portion, and then we introduced the other colour with the dashes, and now I am just starting this portion here, and I've completely separated, I've cut the green, so I'm only using colour A now, and I'm just starting a kind of garter stitch portion. I was a little bit worried about, because this is going to be like quite hefty, right, like quite large. I was a bit worried that the rows were going to start to like, ugh. But because it's like a handful of rows that you repeat and each like chunk is a different stitch pattern, I still am finding it quite engaging and I'm not bored yet. I do look forward to the stockinette portions, or just the knit portions, but I just love stockinette. I'm lazy, but no, I'm really, really enjoying this so far. And I have to say that the like eyelet pattern down the middle is just amazing. It's such a small, or like such like a non-thing, but I really like it. And I think, see, I have my yarn for my next project arrived today, or the second half of the yarn, because I already had a skein, it just wasn't enough. It arrived today, and that is for the bloom look poncho. And this kind of what did I literally just call this? But like the holy stitch pattern, I am kind of craving another. Oh, why can I not? Oh my god, today I literally haven't been able to string a single sentence together. I'm not even going to bother to try and say that again. You literally know what I'm trying to say. So I am on the, you have the setup, and then it's 1, 2, 3. I've just started the 4th chunk. So yes, I have made a couple of mistakes along the way. It's nothing that I wasn't able to fix. Yesterday I had to rip back 2 rows because I didn't pay attention to where it said to use colour B, and I knit it all in colour A, so I had to go back. And there were a couple of sections, especially during the dashes, where I'd only knit or slipped 1 instead of 2 stitches. So I'd get to the end of the row and go, that doesn't look right. And then obviously figure it out pretty easily. So yes, the instructions are still so easy to follow. Her abbreviations are pretty much the same that everybody uses, so it's so simple to get on with, and yeah, I'm so happy so far, and I'm still loving the colours. Actually, I don't know why I said that. I'm loving them even more than I did before I started, because obviously I wasn't quite sure, but I really enjoy these colours together, so that is where we're at so far. Hello. It has been a little while since we've spoken, actually. But I have a short update for you. It's been slow progress, but I have made some decent progress nonetheless. This is where we are at so far. How amazing is this? I actually can't remember when you last saw it. I have a feeling it was around this portion. And this is what I have added to it recently. I, for a second, not fell out of love, but I did get a little bit bored. So this portion here doesn't look very big, but it takes a very long time to complete. So it just kind of felt like it was like droning on, you know? And I kind of put it down. But I picked it up yesterday and I have flown through this portion here. I actually think that I'm going to get this finished today. That would be so exciting. I think the worst of the repeats are finished for now. I'm only showing you this side because this side I made some mistakes. Let's see if you can notice what's wrong. It actually might not be super duper obvious on camera, but basically this row here from where is it? From here till here, basically. So almost the entire half of that row. I purled instead of knitted. What I should have done is just gone back and done it properly, and I decided, can't be bothered. It won't look that different, and it most definitely does look different. But it's not enough of an issue, I don't think. I will still use this and not be concerned about that portion. I remember I was telling you about my really wonky tension along the I-cord, specifically here, making it dip. I managed to correct my tension. I'm not gonna lie, I've not done anything differently. So I really have no idea what happened there. I'm still pretty confident that I can block out this portion and kind of aggressively pin it into place. But once you have more of it done, it doesn't dip as severely as it looked like it was going to. It is the same across both sides. So I'm feeling really good about this. If you've seen my other videos, I am about to receive the yarn for the poppy vest. I'm pretty sure it just got dispatched about 5 minutes ago. Should be here tomorrow. That is a pattern that I'm going to knit after I've finished this shawl. So I'm really desperate to finish the shawl so that I could just immediately go on to the poppy vest. But where are we in terms of pattern? I am literally on the last page. I've got from rows 53 to 61, and there are 4 rows within that got repeated an extra time. So this really should be finished by this afternoon if I just get on and do it. So this could be the second to last update for you. I have to say, I think my favourite portion is the dashes. I think that this is really, really cute. I haven't moved it onto longer needles since I changed it from the original small ones. This is as big as it's got. I just can't be bothered to put it on bigger needles, because then when I'm knitting in the round, it's going to be really annoying to like hold it. But how are we feeling about these colours? I think that I do still really like the colours. I think. Pretty sure. It's really hard to tell when you can't like properly wear it, you know? Because obviously I wouldn't wear it with a bright pink top. So, I'm pretty sure that is all that I have to say. Still love the pattern. It is literally from start to finish, it is written so accurately and clearly. I would be surprised if you got it wrong. Obviously, I made mistakes, but that's just because I wasn't paying attention. It's not because I didn't understand what the instructions were, you know? So, I'm going to go and finish this, and I hopefully will be back at the very end. Guess what I finished last night? Oh, I'm confused. Ta-da! I finished my Willows shawl. How amazing is this? Obviously this is not blocked yet. I'm about to go and do that now. Obviously there is an issue because of the I-cord. It makes it like a really funky shape, so when you hold it, this middle piece rolls over on itself. But I'm hoping that I can fix that with blocking and that it will relax a little bit. It is a little bit smaller than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie, because it's kind of just like over the shoulder and like that's it. Like, it doesn't really, it's not as like wrap around as maybe I would have preferred, but it is so nice. And obviously it is so possible to make this bigger if that's what you wanted to do. I think that this is actually quite a fun knit, because with shawls they are so big, it can feel a bit like it's like droning on, whereas the different stitch variations definitely take away that element. The most time consuming part is this. It's like a double brioche broken rib or something like that, I think. But overall, not that bad. Let me just get my pattern notes up. So, I used 3.5mm needles. I used 3 different colours. The Cascade yarns, 220 fingering. So, I used 185 meters or 37 grams. I used 155 meters or 31 grams. And then I also used 185 meters and 37 grams. So, if you only have small amounts of yarn, this is literally the perfect project for that. And I think that this is a really nice amount left over to maybe make a little headscarf or something like that, if that's what you wanted to do. I personally, I don't really know what I'm going to do with these. Potentially don't even donate these to Joe's mum. I don't know yet. But yes, I really, really enjoyed making this pattern. I'm glad that it's over, only because now I can make the poppy vest when the stuff arrives. So I'm going to get this blocked and then you will see it properly at the end. Guys, blocking it really saved it. Look
at this. It is perfect. It still has like a little curve, and this very middle piece is still trying to like roll over on itself, but it's massively saved it. You can just, it like just covers your shoulders. Oh, it is so amazing. Look at this. Ta-da! How nice is this? And then I think if you had one of those like little wooden things that like tie the shawl together, that could be really cute. Or you literally just have it just kind of draped over, whatever you want to do. But it's done, it is finished, and I'm really happy with it. I love how the colours turned out. I think the white and the brown especially look really, really nice. And the white and the green. I don't really love the green and the brown together, I'm not gonna lie. But that white finishing just on that last green are just so nice. And it is complete. I think if I was to make another one of these, I would make it bigger. I would be tempted. I don't know if I would say that I would double it. I think it depends on which portion it is that you're knitting. Like, I wouldn't double this. Maybe I would add half on. And again, maybe I would be tempted to double this portion. Just to add a little bit of extra length to it, maybe. Yeah. Add half of this onto the bottom there. And then maybe add another half or a full size of this, I think, if I was to make another one. But isn't it so nice? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, there is definitely more where this came from, so please subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with when I post. Give it a like, comment if you feel like it. Yeah, thanks.